Hey guys, I just wanted to, I got SDR console version 3.0.11. Works like gangbusters, best noise reduction ever. Anyway, it's not what this video is about. It's about the Yaesu 450 rotor and control. I just wanted to I'm going to kind of jump right into it. It calls for a 10 square foot wind load. Don't believe that. That is not true. I would guess probably somewhere more around 7.5. Still sufficient enough to turn any UHF, VHF, or hex beam or small tri-bander in my opinion, but it's kind of like antennas and dB gain, you know. These days you have to take it with a grain of salt. Basically, I've got the rotor down here. I just kind of wanted to let you guys listen to how quiet it was. It may not sound quiet on the recording, but I mean, to me here in person, it is just extremely quiet. So this does overlap 90 degrees, so if you go all the way around, it'll stop at 90 degrees and then you have to go back. So one thing I've noticed is you do have to hold the button down to turn it, unlike some of the newer and better rotors, control boxes and stuff from Yaesu. So quiet though, you know, just extremely quiet. Okay, so your typical mass that you want to use for these is 1.5 inch outside diameter, to the max on these is 2.5. That's absolutely the max. You can get away with 1. I know a lot of people like running the hex beam with these, 1.25. You will probably have to shim it inside the actual rotor. So it is it comes 6 wire, right? But it only uses 5. And I'm not certain if it doesn't use 4, honestly. So lights up orange. It's pretty. They actually make a thing that goes in the background here. It's sort of like a globe, if you're into that kind of thing. Just to make it look cool, you know, see if you're beaming over the North Pole or whatnot there. So it's kind of like a gray line map that sits in behind this. But anyway, the thing I'll tell you about this is the wire is not cheap. I'm looking at 100 feet with the ends on it is probably, I want to guess, probably around $140, $140. That's almost what the rotor cost. I mean, that's half of what I paid. You know, I think I'd give $200 for this shipped. And now you're looking at wire. So I found a place online that sells just the wire. Okay, it's nothing fancy. This is DX Engineering wire, but the ends, that end not so bad. The end on the back, which is like a Molex plug, you see that? That's garbage. I think that's garbage. You can actually do a modification to this to put 8 screws in for the wire, which is very much like the some of the handful rotors and stuff like that. So that's my take on the Yaesu G450. Now when I get it up in the air, we'll see how it does. My initial plans are to run a hex beam and a small VHF antenna, so maybe outside the tower too. So that's some of the things I haven't seen on other videos. Thanks for watching, guys. 73s from Kentucky.